how many times a week does a team need to meet collectively, realistically? I mean, surely 3 collective sessions and maybe plus a game, 3 to 4 is enough. Everything else, it can be done in solo.
Yeah, you see, the problem you have too, Shane, is that you're accommodating all these management teams now that have got so big. Backroom teams are bigger than playing teams in some respects. You've got your S&C men; they want their stage. You've got your nutritionists, you've got your coaches, your forwards coach, and your goalkeeping coaches, and you have all these different types of coaches. Your video analysis and your stats man, and they all, it's nearly as a manager, you're nearly managing 2 teams. You're nearly managing a backroom team and a playing staff. So, but I do feel, lads, less is more. I really do, and I do feel that things can be beneficial. Like, for example, I don't know why a lot more counties don't do it. Like, so for example, there, like, I know a county here close to myself here, like, that would have been using bank holiday weekends locally to do like nearly, little mini training camps, but it would be done at home. It wouldn't be going away down the country or something like that. Then, teams can do a lot more of that, and they can pack a lot in. Because I know our time, like when we would have went to Johnson House pre-COVID, we would have stayed for one night, but we got so much work done Saturday, so much work done Saturday evening. The boys might have had a couple of beers on the Saturday evening as well from a cohesion point of view. Then Sunday we worked hard again, and then we're away home after our dinner on Sunday. And, you're away for a couple of days, whatever. But the work that you got done in those two days was monumental. It was worth 2 to 3 weeks training, Shane, But this is the point I make, and this is where I think a lot of counties are losing the run of it. When you have the players collectively, the time should be spent coaching. The time should be spent coaching. It's as simple as that. We're spending too much time worrying about conditioning levels and S&C coaches and the likes of that. Start coaching your teams, and I can see it. And watched a lot of football over the last few weeks, and you can see the teams at the highest level. Yes, they're physically conditioned and fantastic condition, but they're really, really well coached. And there's a lot of really good work being done on the training ground. I think sometimes your Division 3, Division 4, you can make massive gains with good coaching. As simple as that. Good coaching can make massive gains in those divisions. And you can see management teams that are well organised. The likes of Enda McGinley there at Antrim, you can see the job he's doing. Like, I don't think Antrim are any fitter than Laois or Westmeath or Limerick or London or any of these teams, but they're well organised and they're well drilled and they've got a plan. They've got a management team who are setting them up in the right way. They're playing football. They've got a direction. They've got a clear plan, a clear focus. And I think sometimes we lose traction of what is actually most fundamentally important, and that is coaching the team, how to play the game. And that's like.
It's 3 sessions enough per week plus a game. I mean, should really the focus be on making sure that this doesn't happen? And obviously, I would say the best way to do this is through the GPA, where there's a system for players to anonymously report with the GPA or whoever that our manager is trying to make us do 5 sessions per week here, and we're not going to get paid the expenses for it. That might be the way to clamp down.
I don't know what do you need? What do you do in 5 sessions a week? Like, what do you do? It's madness. Like, it really is madness. Like, and it's got the stage. And I said this, Shane, in your show before last year. I felt that I was involved in it. Like, I think the inter-county game started to become a runaway train, and you're sort of looking at it, going to yourself, like, where does it end? Like, where does this end? Like, it's just, there's going to be 7 days a week, full commitment. Players aren't allowed to associate with their club mates. They're not allowed to do anything outside of the county. You've now got counties on their nights off. Players have been forced to do Pilates sessions. That's happening here, and you're just going to yourself, give the lads a couple of nights off, because at the end of the day, less is definitely more. And like, if you're meeting 2 nights a week, like, Shane, we had a great year with the Carlow lads. A great year in 2018, and we actually did very, very little. Like, we would have met Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And the best year in 100 years. Like, it's like, it wasn't more training 5-6 days a week, and they were in good shape. Mature group of players you trusted to do their S&C work. Lads in Dublin do their gym session, logging in with the S&C coach, whatever it happens to be. Job done. He's got to remember these players have lives too. Like, and it just can't be completely absorbed and consumed with 5 or 6 days of absolute, regiment that you need to be there, because there has to be a breaking point somewhere. So yeah. The cap on the sessions maybe isn't a bad idea, but listen, the other thing too, and you look at it, like the legacy that some management teams are leaving as well, as regards injuries.